Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is a quick gossip chat. Who said that? On a couple of topics. It could be anybody, somebody, and also nobody. Okay, so y'all know the same old, same old. If you have not done so already, please come on to subscribe to my channel to become a JayBird. Dun 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 dun. Okay, it is 5:47 in the morning. And I wanted to knock out these couple topics before tomorrow because I'm going to sleep in, okay? Anyway, do not forget to also like, comment, and share this video. You can follow me on IG and on Twitter. The names on the screen, all that stuff. Let's just go ahead and get into it. So these things, I was just like, what's is going on with people. So first up, we have Gabrielle Union. Gabrielle Union, okay, will not be coming back as a guest on the next season of America's Got Talent. She has allegedly been fired. Okay, that's more coming from Lovely Scott's website. Per the sources on Lovely Scott, they're saying that she was let go due to Gabby being very vocal and speaking out against problematic racism, sexism, and more things going on. Now, Julianne Hough will also not be returning. Okay, so both ladies are out. Now, Simon Cowell, Howie Mandel, and Terry Crews, the guys, they're coming back, okay, but not Julianne Hough and not Gabby Union. They also brought up how we know Gabby Union and Julianne Hough replaced Mel B and Heidi Klum, okay, and people have been speculating for a little bit of a while that on that set, things that go on over there on NBC sometimes is what? Some shit, okay? And how sometimes things are not fair. We know that Nick Cannon left, 2 seasons ago because they wanted him to apologize for jokes he made on the comedy special that he was like, y'all can't control me, y'all can't, it's freedom of speech, bro. Freedom of speech or whatever. So there's some things going on. Now, Gabrielle Union has not spoke out. Julianne Hough has not spoke out. Neither has either of their reps. However, if you watched the show, which I don't, but they will not be back. Now, Gabrielle Union ain't bothered, in my opinion, because she's where? Working, okay? She's booked and busy. She's on the set of her show, season 2 of her show, LA's Finest, that she shoots with, what's her name? But they're shooting their season 2 of LA's Finest, which was a spinoff from Bad Boys, the movie. So again, I don't know why they would get rid of her, because like these guys' website was saying, she is the more popular person on the show. Because between Simon Cowell, Howie Mandel, and Terry Crews, and Julianne Hough, Gabrielle Union is on more miles than others, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? She's always on social media. She's always at events. So she has a whole fan base. So I don't know who they're gonna replace her with. We shall see. I do feel like if something sketchy was going on, that she would say it. I don't think if something sketchy, if she was fired, and she not gonna say something. Okay, if something happened, she gonna speak up, okay? But I'm not gonna watch the next season. Period. I'm just not. Next up, we have the foolishness that went on between Loni Love and Porsha. Okay, so some people don't like the real. I'm not one of those people. Okay, but I feel like some people just has not liked the real ever since Tamar left, and I'm just not one of those people. And Tamar left the show at a point in time where I was a full-hearted Tamar fan, so I just feel like it's a show that has their own following, and people like the show. However, Porsha was on her IG, and Porsha posted this, okay? Bitch, fuck you. Fake ass, don't run up smiling when I see you, okay? And we then seen comment, Loni Love reply back and say, Porsha, I didn't say anything bad about you, anything bad, and you know it. It was light-hearted comment. I hope you get your show. Comic, okay? Now, and I'm like, wait, what happened? So I went to Porsha's page. Porsha posted a snippet, like a little 15-second snippet of Friday's show of The Real, where you see Adrian like, I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? But other people do. And then Lonnie then say, Porsha, she's won a reality show. That's all she's won a show. That's it. And then they're laughing or whatever. So that's all that Porsha posted, which then had people all the her comment section trying to drag Lonnie. But this is the issue I have with that. We should not be dragging people when we haven't seen a full course what was said. Okay, people have the tendency to only show a snippet of something, which make things look a certain way. Okay, so I did my due diligence and I went and I watched the whole segment of what they were talking about. So what happened was on Friday's Hot Topics, The Real is a talk show. Okay, they talk about things in celebrity news and all of that. Now sometimes I'm gonna bring up two separate things with this. Sometimes The Real is hypocritical as far as what they said earlier this week about, I think was it Jeannie Mai who brought up how, certain bloggers, shouldn't be allowed to just do stories or whatever, and, saying what makes them credible, blah, 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 blah. I thought that was bullshit. So sometimes what they say, I don't agree with. And Lonnie Love spoke up and said, some bloggers are bad, but not all bloggers are bad. You can't kind of judge one with the rest. Okay, so that part, I'm like, again, sometimes they say things, one person may say things, somebody that I agree with, sometimes they don't. So that part, I'm like, y'all can't be hypocrites because y'all, in one way, is like a blog. Okay, but y'all hear things that's going on in the news, and then y'all give what? Y'all comments on it. That's the same thing most of us bloggers do. But that's separate. Now, with these two situations, they were talking about Porsha at BravoCon. And Porsha at BravoCon said that she was still going to marry Dennis, even though she found out he was cheating on her while she was pregnant, and she wants to marry him on TV. Okay, so that is what Porsha said allegedly at BravoCon. So they were saying if you was with a man who cheated on you while you were pregnant, would you still want to marry him and then want to marry him on television? So they each gave their comments or whatever. No, Tamara to me was kind of full of shit to make it seem as if she don't know anybody in life who has ever stayed with somebody who cheated. You're lying. Either you're lying or they lied to you. There's always someone knows someone who has dated or stayed with a cheater. Periods. You do. You can't say you don't. You can't. And for Tamara to make it seem as if, I don't know anyone who did that. Tamara, I love you. Love you dearly. Okay, I love my Maury siblings. Like I love you and Tia. But you was full of shit for that. But anyway, Lonnie then said what she said for a reason because the question was about Porsha wanting to marry Dennis on TV. Her statement was true. Porsha just didn't like it. Porsha out here living her life. You are on a reality show, mama. You cannot be on a reality show with a cheating fiance who you said you're going to still marry on television and get mad when someone says, well, yeah, she did it because she wants the show. She said she wants to marry him on TV. Hence, Porsha wants a show. That's not shade. It's just a truth, a funny truth. So for people to make it seem as if Lonnie's so shady, like, what does she mean? I don't think Lonnie at all meant that they were... Porsha still feel like people blaming her or looking at her as if her and Dennis is using their relationship as a storyline, which they are. But she wasn't saying like they faking it for TV. What she meant was Porsha wants to get married on TV because she wants the show. That's true. Okay, she then would want to later on say in that same segment, which Porsha didn't post, she then said that I would be interested in seeing the show because it would be intriguing. Okay, she says, what if Porsha just playing nice and she's gonna get to the altar, okay, and then embarrass Dennis and leave him at the altar. So my thing is, y'all forget Lonnie is a comedian. People who are on these talk shows, when it is a panel of people and one person is a comedian, one person is a stylist, they have their thing they do. Her job is to be jokingly funny about topics. Y'all have to stop being so fucking sensitive about people cracking jokes. What she said was offensive. What she said wasn't even a lie. What she said wasn't even shady. It was truth. And Porsha, sometimes the truth hurts, my dear. And the truth is, you are with a man who cheated. You accepted him back. That's fine. But you also want to marry him on television, meaning you want the show. Because if you just wanted to marry him, you would not care about marrying him on television. So miss me with the bullshit. I really get aggravated that people like dragging the reel when they didn't do anything harmful. Okay, sometimes y'all have to realize, don't just look at the little 5-second clip. Don't look at the little 10-second snippet. Don't do that unless you can see. Before I comment on stuff, I wait, because I don't want to make a quick comment about something and I haven't seen the whole thing. You cannot base your opinion based off of 10 seconds of a 3-minute conversation. You just can't. Because had y'all known, Loni said that because the question was, would you marry your cheating man on TV? Yes. Why? Because I want the show. Because if you didn't want the show, we marry him off camera. But I digress. Now, what else I'm going to talk about? What's next up here? Okay. So Joycelyn or Jocelyn Savage. Okay, I think it's Joycelyn. Now, we know who her dude is. If I remember, I'm going to put up on the screen right here. Okay, this is one of the girlfriends of a dude. Okay, of who? A dude. Okay, I'm not saying no names. Y'all know who it is. So she now wants to tell her story. Okay, now that her dude is sitting down somewhere, you know what I'm saying, where he can't come back around or whatever. He's he's in detention. Okay, he did something wrong. So the teachers put him in detention. Okay, he had to sit down somewhere for a little bit of while. And now she's singing a whole different tune. Okay, where's the list? Where is it at? Now for months, for so long, she has defended said boyfriend. Oh my God, he's innocent. Everyone else is lying. He didn't do anything. He's great. We love him. Yeah. All that is what she's been spraying us with forever. Okay, it was crazy. Okay, to the point where I kept on saying she's not no victim. She's not, okay, because she is knowingly participating in a relationship with that person, okay? Now she's singing a different tune. She has her IG page up under her name and everything, you know what I'm saying? And now she's going to be on Patreon, okay? Now she's a paid, y'all know what Patreon is, and she's going to reveal daily chapters of her story, okay? So every day she's going to post stuff. Now the Patreon, the Patreon is like $3 for one thing, $9 for something else, and then $25 for something else. I'm not paying $3, $9, or $25. Mainly because I feel like she's doing it for money. Because he ain't giving her no more money. And I feel like she maybe not have other avenues to make income, to make money, to sustain herself. I wonder what the other one doing. Okay, we don't know about that yet. Anyway, so, you know what? I have partnered with Upper Patreon where I will post daily chapters of my story, things I am going to reveal that was sweared not to see the light of day by NDA. So my thing is, if you have an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, you can't even really say stuff. So I'm risking my life. I am risking my life for many others. So no, you're not. Because whatever you tell us, we already know. Because other people have already told your exact same story. Now, you may be in addition to their stuff. But my thing is, I don't feel like she's going to tell us anything that we don't already know was done or will do. We know it already, honey. Hearing you confirm it doesn't make it any more true than what beforehand. It just doesn't. And I feel like as much as she made it seem as if before, oh my God, it's nothing's going on. You can't now be backpedaling the pussy popping just because your meal ticket can't feed you. Okay? Now, she also bring up, see, this is 18 plus and only for mature audiences. God wants to make sure my story is very detailed as I can remember. My first story, where it all started, is out now. There's something that I need to reveal. Something I should have talked about a long time ago. This is my story. Now, she go on to say how he promised to make her the next Aaliyah. Well, ain't no next Aaliyah. Aaliyah was Aaliyah. So girl, leave it be. She brought up how he was very controlling, how just the same thing that we heard everyone else say, how, she has called him daddy, or if she didn't, he was upset. Everything everyone has already said. I just can't believe that she's trying to make it seem like, oh, no one knows what I went through. No one understands. We do. We tried to get you to be honest about it a long time ago. You chose to stay on for a little bit of a long time. But again, now that the money has run out, now you want to sell your story. And I'm like, why sell it daily on Patreon? No tea, no share, because I'm going to be on Patreon with my adult stuff or whatever. But again, I'm feeling like I can't. Now, her parents both, commented and posted saying, like, please, call home, call your grandma or whatever, because we still love you, you know what I'm saying? We've never stopped loving you. And that's something else. Your family still wants you around, but you want to still be somewhere else telling the story as if it was your girl. I just don't get it. I don't. And I'm not saying I don't believe her, but at the same time, I don't care. I don't care. So I would not be joining her Patreon. I would not be looking to see what she's saying. I won't. I feel like her story is the same thing that we've heard each and every person before her say. And when she was on Dateline, okay, when she was on all the interviews they were doing, she acted as if everyone else was batshit crazy, and no one was being truthful. But now you want to bring your truth out. I don't want to hear it. I don't, because when we needed you to help others, you were silent. So go back and do whatever, but I'm not giving you my money. Ain't gonna happen, okay? And last but not least, these people here, okay? Ray J and Princess. Now, the Soul Train Awards, which happened last week. So they were there. Ray J was on the red carpet hosting the pre-show, and after the pre-show, he posted a pic. Well, like I think the following day, he posted a picture of him, Princess, and the baby, and the he put in the adding was, oh, thanks so much for having me and my family. Just simple stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Me, my baby, blah blah blah. So Princess then went and commented under the picture, like, "Oh, now you want to show up, you be about family when you left me and your daughter stranded in Vegas, and I can't get home." And I'm like, "She's stranded in Vegas." I'm like, "Wait, what happened, bruh?" So Princess has a habit of when whatever Ray do anything that she don't like, she consistently goes to social media and makes sure the world knows what's going on. And that's the one thing that his mama, Sonia, don't like about Princess. And it's the same thing that she been telling Ray from the beginning as a reason to not marry her. And I'm not defending Ray J. I am not, okay? Because I do feel like they have true issues as a married couple. However, you can't want to include the world and your family issues, okay? And again, I'm not saying she don't have a right to be upset, but you should not take to social media to blast your husband because y'all arguing. Because that's really what it was, okay? That's really what it was. So she posted that up first, said how she wants a divorce. Said it's going to be a divorce party, all this stuff. She then went live. And the reason she went live is because after she posted that stuff, how he left her stranded, she couldn't drive back even though her car was there because it's like a 5-hour drive from Vegas back to LA, and because she's pregnant, she had to stop and pee all the time, and she didn't want to be out in these streets because people kidnapping women. And I'm like, I don't think they're gonna kidnap an 8-month pregnant woman, but I get what she means. Okay, I just want to be safe. I want to be safe. I don't want. And this is all stuff she put out on social media. Now Ray then went live quickly for 1 second or whatever and brought up how that's not true. I didn't like, she's not stranded. We are both still in Vegas. I never left. Ray J probably left and went out hanging and didn't come back. Okay, that's what I feel like she meant by he left me stranded. Meaning we here, he gone somewhere, and I can't get back to LA. I also feel like she has access to enough things. She could have flew back to LA. I think that. However, Ray J should have been a good husband to his pregnant wife and not left her sad. But again, they beefing. They beefing. So when he went on live, like, that's not it. She not stranded. I can see her from my window. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? I love my wife, you know what I'm saying? But we have issues. But that's what he said. Princess then went live. Okay. Oh, she went live. And the one thing I can say I did not like about her live is that she went live talking about that man, and she was doing it as she was holding the baby, putting the baby to sleep. I do feel like when you were having those kind of conversations, put your kid to sleep. Put your kid to sleep and then talk, because even though that little girl's like 1 or 2 and she don't get what's going on, I still feel like whatever energy that you have as a mom, don't put that into your daughter, because we can see the daughter did not want to be put down. But I do feel like put her to sleep and then go live. I'm pretty sure the girl sleeps at night. But you walking around holding the baby, patting the baby. The baby, I'm like, girl, it was just too much. And I think you should not include kids in that stuff. But that's just me. Okay? She went on to explain what happened. She said they got into an argument. She said Ray wants to move to Vegas. She doesn't. Okay? And it kind of stemmed from there. She also brought up how she found out he was cheating. Okay? Or at least went inappropriate with women. And she, found like she found she found his spare phone, and then when she found his spare phone, it got worse than that or whatever. And then he like, I want to move to Vegas. I don't want to move to Vegas. I want to be in LA. She don't want to raise a family in Vegas. A lot of people don't. I'm just gonna say. Anyway, she then said, I'm 8.5 months pregnant. He up and cheating, but I said, okay, let's move past that and get past all that. But he still apparently left her there. She had to then check out a hotel and check in somewhere else. Again, she said she could not drive back home. All this stuff she was saying about, just him and his bullshit. And I do believe her. However, I also feel like that ain't none of our business. All of this could have happened. Ray could have still not been shit. She does not need to go on to live and tell us, girl, she then said that he threatened divorce first. How he said, well, we can get divorced or whatever. So she said, well, fine. You can be in Vegas, but I'm going to be in LA. But I said it in a joking way, and then he left, and all these things. Look, I feel like they both need to shut the fuck up, okay? Now, Ray then went live for like 25 minutes and then kept saying, well, I can't read your comments. I don't have my glasses on. He then got some glasses that he said he got from like the gas station. It was weird. Ray J was clearly partying in Vegas, and she brought up, I don't want him here partying, because again, Vegas is a partying place. It's always some kind of party, always hanging out, always drinking. He don't need to be here. And if you remember anything about his past, he don't need to live in Vegas. He does not. And I think she's right in that. But again, they beefing. Again, they're beefing. I don't think either one of them are more at fault. Well, Ray is at fault for cheating if he is. That he ain't shit. But I feel like, again, Princess needs to stop consistently bringing it to social media, because you then put everyone in the business. Now, when Ray J went live, after she went live, he was like, we were talking about moving to Vegas, you know what I'm saying? But she got upset or whatever. She wants a divorce, but all I know is I don't want her, you know what I'm saying, going on live with my child. That's wrong. Like, don't put don't put our child in, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want my child hearing you talk about, I'm like, Ray J, the girl can't hear that well. She don't comprehend what mama's saying. However, he's right in saying, if you're going to do that, just don't do that with the baby on the camera. That I can agree with. They both are blaming each other for it. He again was clearly had been partying. His voice is almost gone, so you can tell he's been partying. You know what I'm saying? And she ain't with it. But again, stop bringing it to social media. Now we see that Sonya, his mama, got to Vegas, and he's happy to have her there, but I still feel like y'all is just up here bickering on camera, on live. And then he's like, I don't know where she at. I don't know where my daughter at, but I don't like her making it seem as if I was trying to put her and my kid in danger. Like, I would never do that. Again, a lot of back and forth BS. However, y'all both are at fault. Both of y'all. Not only that, y'all were having issues before y'all got married. But again, she know who she married. You married Ray J. Ray J was messing up before the wedding, during and after. So my thing is, you can't marry someone who you know is flawed, completely flawed, and then get mad when those flaws show up in your marriage when they were there when you were dating. Just saying. Now, again, she said he was up here entertaining escorts or whatever, and how he just been out here partying it up, even slanging and banging or whatever. And I'm like, I just can't. I just can't. I just can't. I want them both to go have several seats in marriage counseling and either be together good or separate bad, and then move on. Okay, or Princess, if you're not gonna leave him, let that man cheat in peace. You going on social media, blast them out, ain't gonna change. And you wanna why? Because you do. She did it the last pregnancy when she was pregnant with the little girl. The exact same thing happened. And again, because Ray J is Ray J, he don't need to be married. Or if you want to stay his wife, let that man cheat in peace. Because you can't keep stressing yourself out if you're not gonna leave. Just saying. And at the end of her video, she's like, I'm just going to. It's a divorce party. I don't want to be. I don't want to be married anymore. It's a divorce party. I'm done. She said she then posted on IG, a man would have a whole wife, kid, and a baby on the way, and start an argument with you just to go out to another hotel party with escorts and strippers. Okay, what's in the dark always comes to light. Yes, when your wife posted on social media, and again, I'm just like, girl, I want them to both quit it. Quit it and cut it out. Again, because I don't think she's gonna leave him in real life. I think she likes embarrassing him on camera, and it makes her feel better. Okay? And that's all I have. I don't think anything else is pertinent enough for me to discuss. I'll do another gossip chat in like a couple days. Congrats to Candy and Todd, okay, on their new baby. Blaze Tucker, yes, Blaze, Blaze Tucker, was born the 22nd. Little baby girl, okay, they had the little baby girl. Congrats to you, the couple. I don't think there was any other thing. Let me just check. Let's just see. Because sometimes you never know what is going on. No, we don't care. We don't care. We don't care. Iggy Azalea and Playboy Cardi's went to home rob of $360,000 in jewelry, and the engagement ring possibly taken. Insurance job, maybe? Because I'm like, I'd be like, why do people keep that much jewelry at home? Have it in a safe, because we know that usually them little stealing people be like targeting people. But at the same time, I should be able to leave whatever I want to leave in my house whenever, and no one should touch it. But I say, girl, I guess so. Kenya Moore on her split from Rock Daily, I don't think it's hit me yet that we're not actually together. But y'all wasn't even actually in the same house. So I was surprised, not sure. But I do feel like if he is in New York, and if you are in Atlanta, and y'all have filed, or at least y'all are separated, it should hit you. It really should hit you, especially because he's not there. Okay, Montel Jordan opens up about going bankrupt. I made some bad choices. People get famous, make money, and then they have other people doing things for them, and they don't know to watch them people, and that's what he said. I had lawyers, but I needed to have lawyers watching my lawyers because lawyers are crooked, and that's true. And one little thing can turn into one big thing. And like he said, it was a certain amount of money I didn't pay. Didn't know it, so I maybe owe $11,000 at one point in time. But when that keeps accruing more and more interest and fees and all that stuff, he then owed like $700,000 based on some little, because again, no one told him stuff. So if you become rich and famous, have lawyers that check your lawyers, okay, and then you go to law school, okay, and then check them too. Just saying. Kevin McCall asked followers to help buy a plane ticket to LA. He was asking for $200. Kevin McCall is batshit crazy, okay? Eva, who was his baby mama, is correct in saying he's batshit crazy. Now, there was also a video of him on a dinner date with some girl. He did not show the girl's face. The video was on the Jasmine brand. The fact that the video was like it was like a 7-minute video. The fact that the girl sat there through that means she has horrible self-esteem. Horrible. He was horrible. Told her he wasn't gonna have sex with her. Like, why don't be trying to touch me? And it was horrible. And at one point, she's like, "Well, I was trying to be cute and like feed you fries. You don't know me. Like, don't feed me food or whatever." She's like, "Well, okay, if you okay, fine." He then said, "And you kept trying to touch my hand." She's like, "Well, I was trying to be cute and like just put up your hand." And he like, "But don't do that." He was just being mean and rude. And this is gonna sound funny or weird or mean. I feel like she was a plus size woman. Mainly because when he was talking about, I have all these other women who he has like waiting, he kept mentioning how they were slim girls. I say because she's probably a bit thicker. Okay, and I feel like he's a rude asshole, and the fact that he kept on like, well, you tricking off on me, whatever, because you buying the food. You know what I'm saying, but I don't need your money. I don't. But he kept saying, I don't need your money or your food. I can throw all this food on the ground. But you kept eating. You were eating like a starving Marvin person. Okay, my thing is Kevin McCall. Somebody need to go get him. Just check him in into somewhere to get some help because he was just so rude to the girl, and then kept saying like, I'm not gonna have sex with you, whatever. I'm going to go to one of the other 20 girls I have waiting and have sex with them. I'm not gonna have sex with you. And I'm like, and he like, because you're on camera. And she's like, well, I don't care because I'm not, with her voice was on her face. It was just mean and rude. I think Kevin McCall, I hope whoever left his ass in LA and he didn't get back to wherever it was he was trying to go. Because again, he is a whole asshole. French Montana was hospitalized after suffering stomach pains and high heart rates. We wish him a speedy recovery and that he gets okay? Because no one wants anything to happen to anyone. Okay, so let's hope and pray that he will be healed in the name of Jesus and he will come home soon. Okay, point blank, period. RuPaul says his show does not lack diversity. I think that came from when he was at the Oscars, whatever award show it was, and when he won, for the talk show, whatever, or show, whatever, and he brought up everyone from the show. It was all white people. And I think that shows it may not be as diverse as you thought. Because if you're thanking people who have something to do with your show, but you're the only black person, that means something. Just saying. Was all the black people, were they not there that day? I don't know. Okay, we done. Because I don't know if I talk about nothing else. I'm tired because it's 6:21 in the morning. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Quick little gossip chat. Who said that? Somebody, nobody, anybody. Okay, I gotta go. Love you all.